In this lecture, you will put into practice what you have learned about dimension lines. But first, we will use this following method. Duplicate the floor plans for both the ground and first floors, as these will create copies specifically for the dimensions. Okay, go to the project browser, right-click, then I'm going to Duplicate View, and click on Duplicate. As you can see, I just created a new view without the rooms because they are considered detailing elements. That's why there was also an option Duplicate with Detailing, if you want to keep those elements as well. Okay, then go to the first floor and repeat the same process. Click again on Duplicate. After, I have to rename each new view, and let's keep the same name but type dimensions in parentheses. Okay, in the exercise for this chapter, we will complete the views that we have just created, and we will start with the one on the ground floor. This is the final result we are going to get. So, to start drawing a dimension line, we have to go to the Annotate tab, and here you can see the Dimensions panel. Let's click on Align Dimension. And how does this work? It's simple, we just have to click into Reference Lines, and then drag the pointer to the middle, and click again to confirm the dimension. Now, as you can see, at this moment the references I've picked were the wall center lines. But this is not what I want, as I need the internal distance between both walls. So in this case, we have to change this option to wall faces. Repeat the process again, and now you can see the result, it's exactly as I wanted. Now be careful. Let's place another dimension. Pick the objects right away, and now look. After selecting the two references, you cannot click again in the second reference, because it undoes the selection and we need to insert the dimension again. Let's press Escape and let's move to the next room. I'm going to pick this reference this time, then the second one, and now I can move the pointer towards the direction of the previous dimension, and look that the program automatically snaps in order to align them. Then there are two more rooms to the right side, so now I encourage you to pause this video and try to place all these three dimensions just by yourself. Let's continue. This time it will be a vertical dimension, from this window until the wall below. And then I do the same exactly in the same direction, but for this room, which is the office 2. Click to confirm it, then insert a vertical dimension here, and also another one in the kitchen. Press Escape. On the main entrance, I've added the vertical and horizontal dimensions of this area. And for this one, click on this face of the exterior wall, and then place it in this side. In the living room and in the office too, there is a horizontal dimension in each room. Then another one in the corridor. And for the last two dimensions, I will show you a new tip. Click on this wall face, and now instead of placing the annotation object here, go to the exterior wall and click there to continue the dimension to that side. On the next step, I'm going to show you how to insert multiple dimensions in an entire wall. First, I'm going to change this tab to entire walls, and on the options, I need to put a tick on openings and more specifically on widths. Basically, I will add the dimension for the total width of the windows. Okay, this is easy, I just need to click on the wall, and as you can see, I'm placing dimensions between each opening. Right away, I repeat the process for this wall, Then I'll do the same on this side. And finally for the two exterior walls at the bottom. After this part, I want to add more dimensions, but this time with the full length of the wall. And for that, I have to remove the tick from openings. Click on OK. So I am placing another dimension after the ones already exist there, and you can also see that the pointer snaps in order to respect a specific spacing between the lines. Here in the main facade, first I insert a dimension for this wall, and then what I can do is click and drag on this grip to this face. So, the ground floor is finished. Next, I need to switch to the first floor, and on this picture, you can see the dimensions we have to insert this time. Feel free to pause this video and try to make them by yourself. The process is the same. And in this video, I will only explain one line because we have to set a different option. So let's go to the options bar and change this to entire walls, then click on options and change the current settings to intersecting walls. Then I'm going to select this wall and put these new dimensions over here. This new dimension line is divided in segments between the walls it intersects. Now have a look at this wall's intersection. You can see that next to the wall width there is this dimension with value 0. Usually this happens when you have an underlay level below where you can see the walls in the first floor. Even this time we cannot see them because there is a floor element here. I'm going to change the range base level on the underlay to none and insert the dimensions again. Save the project and aha! Now I am only considering the walls here, and you can see the dimensions are now with the right intersections.